Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Love Our Life. Today we are doing more Epic Universe construction updates, and we have some really cool stuff to talk about today. So let's get into it. So come on and join me. So while today I don't have a ton of stuff for you guys, I do have some. Now you guys are used to the 45-minute to hour videos, and this is going to be a lot shorter than that. But there's not a lot of photos to go over and talk about, but there are some significant pieces that I wanted to talk to you about and let you know, because there's some huge things here. So let's get into it without any further ado. All right, the first thing we're going to start off here is with the parking lot here. At the top right of this aerial photo is a working underway to pave a new section of Epic Universe guest parking. A construction staging area is shrinking as some phases of the project are completing. So we talked about this before, that what they have done here, obviously it's going to be a lot larger than just those two lots. So you can see as it's going up here to the top of the photo there, it's a lot more than what we've seen in previous photos. But we knew that was coming. Over here you can see actually aerial photo of palm trees and oversized flowers in Epic Universe construction staging area. Theming to be placed soon at the Donkey Kong Minecart Madness. So they're just kind of putting all these pieces over here to the side and staging everything to go. It looks like a junkyard, a trash heap, but it's actually probably more organized than we realize that it is. But all these pieces, like the flower pieces, the little palm trees down there, they're all going to go into different little areas in the Donkey Kong Minecart Madness. Here's another little staging area here as well. Here's some figures of some dragons and little holes here to the right. You can see they're going to be staged as well as put in there. So they're painted, ready to go. They just got to move them into place. So very interesting update. And then of course here's a wider photo of the staging area. There's something about this staging area that I want to show you guys here in a little bit, which is really interesting. As we go on here, here's a different one. This is pretty cool. This is some elements of Super Nintendo World, including turrets for Peach's Castle at the top center. So you can kind of see it there. It's at the top of the photo there. And I believe those will be painted pink, if I remember right. And that's what that looks like. I'm pretty sure that's what it looks like, but we will see as we move on. Here in this photo, here's what we want to talk about. One of the things we want to talk about. The top right are some friends from Universal Studios Florida. The Gill-Man, Wolfman, and Frankenstein figures formerly greeted guests at Monsters Cafe. They are sitting there just hanging out in the staging area back there. And for what we know for Dark Universe, how can this actually apply to Dark Universe? It's not going to, I don't think. Someone had said that they actually think this was going to be used for like the employees cafe in the back, their little bistro that they have back there. So we'll see. I feel like looking at these photos that we're back in the early stages of watching the park come together. Now we do know that they still haven't laid all the groundwork down. They still have to do more. But you can see all the different pieces of concrete that are laying here. These are text textures. Try saying that really fast. Test textures and color patterns, so they're kind of getting an idea of what these pieces of concrete or how they're going to interact with the sun and the rain and everything, to see if that's what they want to choose to put in the park. So it's very interesting what they're doing here. Moving into the park, just a couple of updates here, small ones. We see sand actually cleanup in progress at the pond near the Atlantic restaurant. So they're just cleaning this all up from where it rained and everything like that. And then another thing here, this is from the Helios Grand, looking into the distance. Now there's something in this photo that when I saw this, I said, you know what? We are way closer than we think we are to the opening of this park. Now you look at this photo and you're like, John, you're crazy. We still have a lot more stuff to go. But look at that Kronos at the back of the photo, and then something right in front of it. I'll click off of it because I want to show you guys. So we have some updates here of the Stella Nova and Terra Luna going on. The pool has been laid out. They just, obviously haven't finished it yet. And then here we go. Here's one of the big things I want to talk about. Minecart Madness. We do have the actual ride vehicle out now with some test dummies. And you can see here, this is, the car is at an obstacle in the track during ride testing. So it's where it kind of looks like it's going off the rails and that you're jumping. It's going to give the illusion that you're jumping. And you can kind of see how this is working out now and how it looks. I mean, this looks really good. And I cannot wait to ride this. I just don't have a lot to say other than here's the ride vehicle. And that's what it looks like. Oh, here's a video here. Let's see if we can watch it. There it is testing. It's a bit shaky. But look at it testing. That is amazing. 2 carts going at the same time. That's really cool. Once again, all these photos are from BioReconstruct, so we do appreciate BioReconstruct and all the work that he does. Right here, we're looking over top of Donkey Kong Country. Number 1 is a frame for the roof under the track access, the shaded cube. 2, actual Minecart Madness track is sideways. 3 is the farmhouse frame, or treehouse frame. Why did I read farmhouse? I have no clue. Number 4 is Funky Fly and By. Exterior almost complete, and the last scene is, of course, Yoshi's Adventure over there. I'm recording this really late, like last time, so I apologize. Okay, a couple of more things here. There's more theming that's been added to Minecart Madness. It looks great. The colors really pop. It gives you this whole idea that you're in a different world and looks amazing. Here's another one here. Pull back a little bit further. It just looks great. I mean, they just continue to do amazing things. Here, barrels at the left in this aerial photo will be interactive drums. That's pretty cool. And the Donkey Kong Country theming of one of the drums is seen. So you can see where the plastic is kind of coming off of it. So you remember that game? I think it was Donkey Kong Blast or something like that. You played the little congas. And they had a song went Donkey Konga when you were first starting. So that's what I think of. I'm sure that's some kind of a reference to that game because it was so much fun. Aerial look across the Donkey Kong Country and Epic Universe. You can see everything here. We're still building up this little tiki hut, as I like to call it, right there on the right. They're still not done with that yet, but they're working on it. They're getting there. Here's a closer look at the ride vehicle as well, and you can kind of see how it has the track on the side to give you the idea and the illusion that you're jumping, this track, like in the video game. Pretty cool stuff, though. This is the mechanism of car number 16, seen during continuous ride testing at the top of the first lift hill with water-filled test dummies. That's pretty amazing. I love that. And the restraints look very mummy-ish, maybe. Between that and like Everest kind of ordeal over at Disney World. Kind of. So if I didn't get that right, don't hate on me too much. But you can see it going down. Or actually it's going in the second lift hill. So that is so cool that we're actually seeing all these pieces put together because it looks just phenomenal. I love it. I think it's great. And I cannot wait to see this in person. We just saw it testing in that video earlier, so that was awesome. Also, here's another look here. We talked about this last week. We have a theming track at the top of the tracks of Donkey Kong Minecart Madness. Track after the crest of the first lift hill at the top. Track of the second lift hill at the bottom. The crate might have a theming element on a small platform adjacent from this track. So you can kind of see how it goes down here and the theming in between there. So there's just a little something in between there. You can kind of see it, but it is really interesting to see in between what's going on there. So very cool. An aerial photo of a car on a straight track heading into a drop inside of the temple. Seen during continuous ride testing. Scaffolding at right is theming of a large character face, and that scaffolding hasn't been removed yet, obviously. But you can see that the face, we keep calling it the Donkey Kong face, is coming. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool how they're getting there, and they're almost, you know, almost done in some ways. And then I'm sure they still have a lot of stuff. So that was awesome. Also see that BioReconstruct said he was just trying to do a quick flyover of the Terra Luna, and then this was happening as he did it. Aerial photo of the scaffolding recently added to a barrel near the top of Donkey Kong Minecart Madness. A pair of screaming pillars is below. So pretty cool. That's awesome. We've seen a lot of this, but it's cool to see it from a different perspective. This is like one of the best photos we've seen, and BioReconstruct does so good with this. And of course, more theming over top here. Looks amazing. Looks great. But let's get into what I wanted to talk about, because we still have a little more here. But look at this. How it goes around and it looks like it just jumps off the track and then it jumps that. It's so awesome. It looks so good. I think what they're going to do, though, I think they're trying to get everything lined up, ready to go for this. Of course, this week we have some stuff like Kirkman Road and those kind of updates. We'll skip over that because I don't feel like you guys think that's that important. But we will move on to just a couple of things really quick. We're going to talk about the Curse of the Wolfman here. You can see it testing here, and you can see the ride vehicles pretty well, actually. And I love the steampunk look. At least that's what I'm getting from this. The greens and the browns color, especially the ride vehicle at the top there, looks amazing. And then another perspective here showing it going around. So that's really cool. It's really cool. Now remember, this is a family coaster. This is not going to be anything extremely crazy. But this looks great, man. And I love the little werewolf symbols on the side, which looks amazing. And this is a really good look at the ride vehicles. We haven't seen this yet. Every time we see them, they're always wrapped in white plastic or whatever it was that they were using. But now we're actually seeing it. And here's a little closer look here. Few test dummies in here. The front car does not have any, but the rest do. So really interesting to see that going. Like I said, it's going to be its own thing. Each vehicle is going to move. It's not going to be like Cosmic Rewind, but each vehicle is going to move on its own. So it's pretty cool how they're doing that and lining it up. And let's watch this video real quick, because here it is testing. Look at that. So that is amazing. That is really cool. Remember these guys? That's what we were talking about earlier. Here they are in the staging area here, just laying out. So like we were saying, that we think that they're going to be part of a team member cafe, maybe. That's just the rumor. No one knows if that's true. But it's cool to see them just hanging out, laying there, waiting to be used. Because obviously the look of them, it doesn't. I don't think it fits in Dark Universe, because it's more of the cartoony look, I just don't feel like it goes with that. But okay, here's what I wanted to get to. So the aerial look at the construction of the Luna Overlook at Epic Universe. A statue is being assembled at the top of the cascading water feature that flows into the park. You can see the lady here. I don't know if she has a name, but you can actually see her sitting here saying hello to everyone. And she has some type of a moon crest shirt looking thing, or if you want to call it a bra, whatever that is. She's got over top of her, and then some wrapped in the blue garment there. I don't know if that's permanent or not. I don't remember what the concept art is. I'm sure one of you guys will tell me. You always let me know when I don't know. But this is amazing. This is the best shot we have of this, and this looks just great and phenomenal. How it's wrapped around there. It says her knee is seen below the scaffolding. Okay. That's sculpted frothy water. Water will flow from here through a cascade into the center of the park. So this looks great. I mean, it just looks amazing. I wanted to show you this. Like I said, he just went out there and got a couple updates because he was doing one thing and there were some things done. But this looks really good. This is awesome, and I love the look of this. This just looks great. And here it is from behind. You can see as you enter the park. Of course, they're still finishing stuff up. They're not done with her yet. There are jewels at the top left of the tower there. Oh, okay, cool. In the left-hand corner there. Yep, that is cool. That's amazing. But yep, overall, looks really good. And the last thing we're going to cover really quick is How to Train Your Dragon. We do have the ride vehicle out here of Hiccup's Wing Gliders. Looks great. Like I said, we've seen this before several times, but you can see the actual front of the ride vehicle is what I want to point out. It's like a little dragon, right? There's a wood grain and tree rings themed in each car, but like a little dragon leading the way. So it's supposed to be like you're on a wing glider, right? So this looks pretty cool. The aesthetic of it, the look of it looks great, and it does give you that same feel that How to Train Your Dragon has. But I love the little dragon theme there at the top. And then of course you can see really quick here, this is a sighting of another train in Hiccup's Wing Gliders, where the different color in the train and the post thread. So it's a little bit different color there, which looks great. And then here's another one here. It's a little blurry, but you can see the dragon at the front. Looks awesome. Restraints look plain and simple. Nothing too wild. But here's where we're going to end the video today. On Toothless. It is confirmed that that was Toothless underneath the tarp. There he is. He was hiding under a red blanket, they said, but I guess they recovered him up. But BioReconstruct was able to get that photo right there of Toothless, and that is awesome. And also, BioReconstruct, we always appreciate you and everything that you do. So with that, we just have a really quick video today, not as near as long as the other ones, but let me know down in the comments what you think. If you're excited about all these updates and changes, what you think of the statue in the middle of the park. I mean, that looks amazing. That's just so cool. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here and you want to continue to see these updates, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We cover this and Epic Universe and, well, of course, Universal and Disney World. So thank you guys so much. And remember, the road goes ever on. I will see you next time.